What's up, guys? So I'm trying something a bit new today. I am actually going to do some longer form content for TikTok. This will probably clock in around about 10 minutes. So I'm trying to get a higher frequency in, but the body part groupings are a little bit more dense. I train legs and back on Sunday and Thursday. And then on Mondays and Fridays, I train push, that's chest, shoulders, and triceps. And it's kind of a power building emphasis, right? So I'm in the gym 4 days a week, doing some big boy shit. So we're getting ready to get warmed up here, doing some band pull aparts with an orange band and making sure that my shoulders are ready to go for the work that's about to come through this push session. Again, chest, shoulders, and triceps. So starting out here with Lou raises. So why is this exercise important? You're probably asking yourself. Lou raises are something that's very much a Olympic weightlifting type of movement, and it really gets the shoulders warmed up for any type of overhead pressing, which is what's going to be followed up with this exercise. So making sure that I get a good range of motion, definitely going above my head and making sure I get a good contraction in that side delt. Now we follow that up with some dumbbell pressing. This is only 40 pounds right here, and it's really on a high incline. The reason a high incline works instead of straight up and down is that I don't have to torque my back so much, and it really puts me in a comfortable position where I could just focus on pressing. My lower back isn't too much compromised or anything like that, and this is just a much more comfortable position to press in. Now, if I was back a little bit more, yes, obviously I'd be getting a little bit more chest, but with the angle the bench is right now, I'm getting a ton of side delt and a ton of front delt. So that makes it a very effective shoulder movement to put mass on. Now, what I have been doing is that I've been trying to work within a higher volume overall set wise for shoulders. Here I'm getting 80-pound dumbbells, but I'm not going to really double digit those like I have the other previous sets. So I'm just really trying to make sure that my working sets are up to par. I believe I did 3 working sets. And keep in mind that I'm training shoulders and chest twice a week. So if I added a little bit more volume, I would have to take away from the other movements within this shoulder day, which really wouldn't have been a big deal. But I just wanted to keep the press volume up and sacrifice other movements, seeing as that they were more isolation movements, because I'm trying to get back into more dumbbell pressing. So understand that if you're adding something, you're going to have to take away something. And with me, again, training these muscle groups twice a week, the ability to take away rather than add is much better for me. Now, looking at this exercise, this is the Samurai Lateral. I got this from Coach Eugene Teo. I'm just trying to get a good stretch in that side delt, and it's similar to a samurai unsheathing their sword. So that's the front version. The behind the back version I have a different name for. This is actually the Jay Cutler lateral raise, where you're getting a good stretch in the side delt as well. You only want to come up about mid-range. Now keep in mind that if you go any higher than mid-range, the resistance draw falls off a little bit. So you want to keep all the pressure on that side delt and make sure you get a good stretch. I know a lot of people don't do laterals these days, but around the Tenacity Strength Way, this is how we're going to do laterals going forward. Now, I'm using the Prime Fly here, and generally I will start off my chest routine with a press, but seeing as that this is mainly a secondary chest day, primary delt day, it's good to start off with flies, get a good pre-exhaust going, get some blood in the muscle, and then going from there. Now you can see I'm doing this normal. What I'm going to do next set is I'm actually going to take those handles and put them in the crease of my arms, because I felt my right shoulder pop a little bit, and not like a debilitating injury pop, but like scar tissue breaking up or something like that. So as you can see, I put the handles in the crease of my arms, and then I'm just doing flies that way. Nautilus makes a machine like that was at my old gym in Omaha, but I don't have access to it, so I have to make do with what I have. But this actually felt really, really good. So I'll probably try to do that on any machine that's available to me that has the ability to do that. So going forward, that's what I'll be doing when I have those type of handles. Now, moving on to the Strive machine. Again, this is a resistance profile that has been set to the middle range of the movement. I don't want anything within the stretch component because I don't want to incur that extra muscle damage that really allows you to grow. On Tuesday, because I'll be training, I think I'll be training chest, shoulders, and triceps Tuesday of next week because I'm taking Sunday off probably. That I will emphasize the stretch on. I will pick movements that I can load at the bottom and I can just get a good stretch in the muscle. But again, not today, something within the mid-range of it, and then just going from there. These are great machines if you have access to them. When I had access to them, they were a little bit ahead of their time for me, but now I'm glad I still have the ability to be able to work on them. And here, I'm just looking at doing triceps as a JM press. Notice how close I am to the cable. I'm making sure I'm getting a good stretch in my triceps, making sure that I'm pumping them full of blood because, again, this is just a secondary workout. I'm just trying to put blood into the muscle and just trying to help it recover for the next bout of training, which is going to happen later next week. And finishing off with some seated overhead extensions. Again, this is a great exercise to finish off the tricep and just make sure that I get a good stretch. And I'm not too worried about the muscle damage that I'm incurring here because the arms recover relatively fast. So guys, this is a good first TikTok video. I'm glad to have done it. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. I'm glad to answer them, but hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit more and provide a little bit more value to you. So if you have any questions or comments, please let me know and I'll bring them to you.